Yo, it's your man 3K the Boss, aka Mr. Two Hands Up. You know what it is, man. Come here today to talk to y'all about a little box of news, man. Alright, so I'm gonna just get right into it. So it's come to my knowledge that Eddie Hearn said he wouldn't even fight Deontay Wilder won't even fight Anthony Joshua. Even give him 50-50. Now, this might come as some surprise to y'all, but doesn't come as any surprise to me because I kind of understood the fact that when a man is offered $120 million for 3 fights and he opts to say no and fight the same guy for way less money on Showtime, and he could have had all of the money he ever could have wanted in his life right there, and you turn down that kind of payday, that just lets me know you're scared to lose the little bit that you have because you're not confident in your own skill enough to take on a fight of that magnitude. That's a little bit out of your element. I think you knew it was out of your element in the beginning because the just the just the light that shines around Anthony Joshua alone and all of the fights that he's taken on in such an early, quick success, early in such a short amount of time, and the amount of success he had, kind of is baffling and it kind of scares you. You know what I mean? Because you ain't nowhere near there. You can't even sell out 20,000 seats in your own hometown. So I get that. And when you hear a person talking about they doing jump rope and they fucking learning to throw a fucking jab and talking about the basics and shit with their favorite, biased news outlet, that lets you know right there that he is trying to gear himself up to prepare to be able to take on the upper echelon competitors such as that somewhere down the line. Maybe when he's more like Triple G's age, because he's like, fuck it, man, if Triple G can have that type of success at 37, or Bernard Hopkins or somebody like that, or because of the Manny Pacquiao Floyd situation, Al Heyman's probably in his ear saying that, hey, we can make this situation happen then, and it can blow up and be big then. That's probably the reason why he's so protected. That's probably the reason why they're pushing, and they're lining him up with so many of these guys that he can pretty much have a better chance of knocking down than per se getting knocked down. But don't sleep. The two opponents that they're saying he's fighting next, which is supposed to be a Luis Ortiz rematch and Adam Kalnacki, could easily knock him the fuck out. Because, he's gotten beaten on the cards in every round he's ever been in, and he just comes through with a windmill punch and wins by knockout. It's just a shame that the fans, kind of believe that this fight could potentially happen, and they genuinely thought they were going to get it. I knew it would never go down, man. And also, man, like, this dude is already drowning. He's killing himself, so he might have to come back. He might have to bring that belt and come back to the well that is Anthony Joshua, the zone, and that is Matchroom USA, considering that, that's a lot of money over there, and Deontay Wilder isn't going to get a lot of money over, where he's at. But I think that's where the fight doesn't necessarily happen and why he doesn't care to make it happen, because he's happy with the little bit of money he gets. He's never tasted $100 million, so why would he yearn for something he's never had before? But he knows that couple million feel good. He got a pretty ass, he got a pretty ass wife. He got a nice ass house in Alabama. The cost of living, down south is way cheaper. And the fact that, he feels as though the little bit of success and the little bit of fame he has is just enough. All he wanted to do was just be somebody anyway and make money. He wanted to be a basketball star.
Last time I tried to
enough to do that. Wanted to be a wide receiver. Never was necessarily my Michael Irvin or Randy Moss. Like, he just was trash, man. So, like, I mean, he boxes in, he's using the Floyd Mayweather formula to some degree, but not by fighting tough opponents, not by fighting champions. He's fighting everybody that doesn't matter. Guys that don't have names, that they change around the rankings and give names, make people believe that there's somebody. Guys that you never even heard of, just popping out the woodworks anywhere. I mean, it's just bad, man. He bad for boxing, man. He's just bad for everything that we trying to do over here. And I just, would have thought like, hey, if you didn't understand that this was going to happen, now you do know why he is not going to take that fight. And if the fight is going to happen, it's going to happen when Deontay Wilder's in between the age of 36 to 39 years old, and Anthony Joshua's going to be anywhere between like 32 to 33 years old. I mean, and Deontay Wilder just don't really want it, man. But, look at this dude ticket sales. It's just trash, man. Like, he can't sell water to a fucking fish on the pavement, man. I mean, he can't sell water to a fucking live fish flopping on the pavement. Now that is just bad. This guy is bad for boxing. These type of fighters that are doing this, dancing around, making money, just like hijacking belts, and that's pretty much all of the PBC fighters. They gotta go, man. Enough is enough. I don't know what the hell we gotta do, but this dude, man, is just like the worst. And I'm not going to drag this out anymore, man. This your man 3K the Boss, a.k.a. Mr. Two Hands Up. Bah, bah, you know what it is. And this the Two Hands Up show, coming from the crib, though. And as we always say at the end of this joint, man, it costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind. Respect, 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 though. And always hit that like, comment, subscribe button, share my shit, and just become a part of the family of the Realest Boxing Channel on the motherfucking YouTube streets. You dig? Because they might talk about it, but they don't talk about how I talk about it.